Hello, welcome to this video. And in this video, I'm continuing to look at the October-November 2017 IT 9626 paper 2. In the last video, we ended with step number 4, and in this one, we start with step 5. And step 5 says you have a commission from Frostbite Tours to run climbing trips to a glacier. They want a video clip to use on their website. They have provided following files for you, okay? And so these are the files that they have provided for you. Just highlight them. The completed video must be in widescreen, okay? So the ratio should be about 16:9, and format, rather all the text in the titles, captions, and should be 48 serif font. Okay, 48 serif font. Okay, so the takeoff clip has some blank frames. Okay, you will have to trim about 1.5 seconds of footage from the start of the clip. Okay, so trim this. Let me just put in blue. The landing clip is too long, but Frostbite Tours do not want it trimmed. Adjust the speed so that the clip is about 9 seconds long. So yeah, we can do this one. And then combine these two clips in the correct order, which means the order is takeoff, then landing. Okay. They reduce the sound of the takeoff and landing clips so that the okay, so reduce the sound. Okay, let me just put it in green. So that the helicopter noise can just be heard. In other words, barely get the helicopter noise. So you reduce the volume barely until you can just hear about the helicopter noise. Okay, so probably these videos are loud. We'll see. Frostbite Tours requires title frames and caption text at the start of the video and caption text at the end. But I think before we start we get to this section, I think we can do this first part that I've highlighted, so that we, when we're done with this, then we can come and do this. So go to File, and I'm going to use Movie Maker. The license for my Adobe what do you call Adobe Premiere or something for creating editing videos. I think it was a trial version, so it kind of expired. So I don't have any video editing software currently on my computer. So except Movie Maker, of course. So I'm going to add the video in question, that one of the videos in question. Let's go. Yeah, it should be task 5. We need the takeoff video first of all. Open it, and then we need to edit it. So notice, if you play this video, it has some blank frame, and there's a lot of the sound is too high. I can get it on my computer. It's kind of irritating, of course. So we will need to trim off about 1.5 of this. So go to trim to, and starting point should be 1.5. Okay, so just put 1.5 seconds. 1.5 seconds. Hit enter, and so that means the first part of the clip, which is 1.5 seconds, is going to be trimmed off. And what remains in between, remember, I've always said in the last video, I even mentioned this, that when you trim the video, start point and end point, the part here is what actually is going to remain. And this part that you have here is actually going to be deleted like that. So you remain only with the part in the middle there. Okay, so save trim, and that part has been deleted. So run it, and notice that it just starts. The blank part which was playing has been removed. Okay, but the helicopter noise also is too loud. So what I'm going to do is also let's set the screen size, widescreen. Set it to widescreen. So go to a project, and then make sure that here it's widescreen 10:9. Okay, and then I can also reduce this sound. We're told that the takeoff clip has some blank frame. You trim about this, and then reduce the sound. Okay, so let me I've done this one. Let me put it in red. I've also done this one for this one video. Remember, we need to do them for each video. So now we need to reduce the sound for the takeoff. So I'll put it in red. Okay, I'll reduce the sound for the takeoff. Remove it. Remove this one as well. Yeah, so reduce the sound for the takeoff video. So let's go ahead and reduce the sound. So double click on this one to select it, go to edit and then volume, and then drag the volume all the way to the end, play it, and then just hit on your keyboard just one step on the arrow direction arrow pointing to the right, just one step like that. Play it and find out if they, okay. Okay, I can barely hear the sound. Barely. Let me try to reduce my volume. Yeah, I can barely get the sound. So that's fine. What I'm going to do is to just save it as this one. So I'll save it with a different file name because I've edited it and I want to use it later on. So I'll save it with a different file name in my work area. So save movie, not save project, but save movie for recommended for this project. And then I'll go to my work files, and then I'll call it by the name that it was called. So it is called takeoff clip or takeoff. Okay, takeoff.mp4. So I'll save it there. Now the reason I want to save it is because I want to remove this one, the other one. Okay, before I do. Okay, so close it, delete this one. From here, I have a copy already, the one I've edited, and I'm going to add another one, landing. And again, I'm going to do the landing. Remember, we told something about the landing. It should be 16 to 9 as well. So let's remove this. Let's make it that. So let's set it to 16 to 9, go to project, and it's already set. The next thing that we need to check about this one is that it should be, the landing clip is too long, but Frostbite tours do not want it trimmed. Adjust the speed so that this clip is about 9 seconds long. So come here, and we need to adjust the speed for this this one. So currently it's 18.09, the speed. So you need to go and double click there on edit and go to the speed and try out the speed and see one which will give you 9 seconds at the bottom here. Okay, so our goal is to adjust our goal is to adjust this speed here so that this part here can become 9 seconds. Okay, that's what we are doing. Okay, so adjust to 1.25, that becomes 14.7. Okay, so adjust to 2, that becomes 9.005, but it should be 9 seconds. So let's say 2.09 or something. That's too small, it's beyond there. So let's say 2.2, 822, that's again. So okay, what can we get? 2.01. Wow. 2.01 just gives you the exact one you're looking for. Okay, so 2.01. Okay, good. Yeah, and then play it. So it's now 9 seconds. Okay, so it's very fast. Then what we're going to do is to also reduce the volume so that it can barely be heard. So drag it all the way to the end, and then on your keyboard, tap just once on your right arrow pointing the right arrow direction. Just tap once. Okay, like that. So that's barely, that's a minimum volume that you can get for this video in in Movie Maker. Yeah, it's been reduced. That's fine. Yeah, so the next thing that we need to check, so we are done with this one. I'll set it as pink, and we are done reducing the volume for both videos. So I will set them as pink. Okay, so we need now to combine the two clips in the correct order. Okay, so now I can bring back the one that I deleted because I didn't want to thin. Okay. Someone would ask me, is it necessary to delete? Well, it's not necessary, but somehow, because when you try to adjust the speed, the other video will interfere with the speed of the overall file size. So let me go ahead and bring back the other video. So it is in worked files, and I'll get it here and put it back there. So it's this one, and put it back there. So notice that when you have this video, when you have both of them, the largest files duration is 18, and I wanted only to see 9, so I had to remove this one so that I can only deal with this one, which is 9. Okay, so now I have both of them, and they are in the correct order. It's takeoff and then landing, takeoff and landing. You can't land and take off. How did you find yourself up in the air? Did you come down from heaven so that you can start to land? Somebody must take off first of all, go up, and then we see them coming down to land. Okay. So let's now, we've combined the video. They are now together. So let me put it in red. The next thing that we need to do now is, so we haven't done anything to do with 48 point serif and stuff like that, but we are basically done with this one. Okay, so now we can move on to the next part, which is frostbite towards requires title frames and caption text at the start of the video and caption text at the end. So use glacier.png as background image for the title frames. Okay, so it must be displayed for 4 seconds, which this is, so this is the duration, 4 seconds. And the title text, okay, so this is the title which will be on top of the text, must appear after 1 second, very important. So there'll be, before 1 second, the title will not appear, it appears after 1 second, and then it scrolls upwards for 2 seconds. So this is the duration for how long the title is going to exist on the picture. Then there will be another caption. The caption text with fuzzy tour should appear, should then be displayed for 4 seconds. So this is the duration for this one, 4 seconds. So this is very simple actually, guys, for you to do. You just go here, go to home and add picture. And this time around, you go and pick up the picture from task 5. And this is the picture for the glacier. And pick it up and insert it, drag it at the beginning. And we're going to modify first of all. So double click to change the duration to 4 seconds. Just type 4 and hit enter. So 4 seconds. And then we are going to insert some caption. So go to home, insert caption, and the caption is supposed to be actually fly to this one. So just copy it, and then come here and paste it in there. Okay, paste it in there. And remember, we are told that the title is supposed to be 48 points. So make it 48 points. And this is supposed to appear after 1 second. So which means start time should be 1. Okay. Let me undo this and do it properly. Redo it. Start should be 1. So select it and go here and put start as 1. Okay, that's fine. So it should be pushed inside there. So that's the starting point, 1 second. And the duration, it's supposed to be 2 seconds. So remember, the duration is supposed to be, should scroll up for 2 seconds. Okay, so the duration is supposed to be 2 seconds. Text duration 2 seconds, but we should add an effect for it to scroll up. So, okay, that's scroll. Okay, so notice if you play it, okay, there you go. So it scrolls up for 2 seconds. Now, if you start this video at the beginning, you see, so after 1 second, that's when the video actually brings the title and scrolls up for 2 seconds. Okay, the next part, so we need to add another caption. So we are done with this part. I can even put it in red. So remove this, change it to red, change it to red, change this one to red. This is not red, this is pink. Change it to pink. So now what we need to do is get this one. So the caption text with Frostbite Tours, copy it, and this should be displayed for 4 seconds. So we need to insert another caption text. So right after this one, straight after this one, if you want, add another caption. It should be straight after this one. Add caption. And this one should be, the duration should be 4 seconds for this one. Okay, should be 4 seconds. That's at 3 seconds, just after the other one finishes, because the other one finishes at 1 plus 2, which is 3 seconds. So it should start at 3 seconds. It finishes, the duration is 4 seconds. It goes over into the next video. Okay, so the text is supposed to be with Frostbite, and I'll make it 48 point because that's what we're taught. But I don't know if we're taught that it should be a serif font. Frostbite, let me see, it should be Frostbite Tours, but it should be serif font. Segos, it should be Times New Roman. Yeah, that should be fine. So let me change the text font to this one as well. It should be Times New Roman. It's a serif font. That should be fine. So let's come back here and check. So we have added more text, and it should be displayed for 4 seconds. So done with this part, put it in red. Done with this part, put it in red. Okay, so basically we are done with this part. It doesn't get better than that. We are done with this part. We have not left any part. Okay, so this is the background image for the frames. It must be displayed for 4 seconds. Well, I don't know. Let's just verify. The title is 4 seconds. Yeah, this is supposed to be displayed for 2 seconds. It starts after 1 second. This one also is supposed to be displayed for 4 seconds. It starts after the first 3 seconds when the other one finishes. So this is fine. So if you play it back, notice play back, it flies up, and then next one comes up, and then it flows into the next session, and then boom. Okay, feel like I'm flying. Okay. Okay, so I think that's it. Then we can go to the next one. Insert the helicopter image. So the image is this one, helicopter, and it must be inserted at the end of the video, and it must display for 4 seconds. Okay, so it must be displayed for 4 seconds. Let me change this to green because it means we haven't been. Okay, so the caption text. Okay, so the text that we're going to use, this one, captions close up. Let me even copy it first, and this will be in green, highlight in green, and then it must be displayed for 2 seconds, green, and the caption, the text, this one, this should be also the last one for the remaining time. Okay, so what basically this is, we're going to insert at the end of this, we're going to insert another image. It's called helicopter, and this one will be displayed for 4 seconds as well. Okay, so already we are done with the first part. We're done with the first line. So we're done with this one. We've inserted the image. It's at the end, and it is for 4 seconds. Okay, so the caption, so this is the caption. I said we need to copy this. I copied it already, but just in case you missed it, let me put it back. So it must be displayed for 2 seconds. So we need to insert a caption at the start there. So we put caption, and duration is 2 seconds. Okay, and the text is supposed to be this one. See the power of nature close up. Put it like that, and it must be a serif font, Times New Roman, and it must be 48. Okay, Times New Roman 48. See the power, blah blah blah. Okay, okay, I'll put it just there. Okay, Then we're done with this one, so I'll put it in pink, and it's displayed 2 seconds. I'll put it in pink. So we need to set another caption. See the frostbitetours.com for more information. So I'll copy this, and for the remaining time. So for the remaining time, we need to insert another caption. So drag this to the end of this caption and insert another caption. Okay, so it's not yet at the end. So insert another caption right after this one ends. So this one ends. This one ends at if it's duration of 2. So it ends at 24:17. So this one ends at 24:17. So start time will be 24:17. Okay. Okay. So we just need to put it right after insert caption. Okay, so this will be, there shouldn't be any gap in between this next one and the last one. So this one ends at 22:17. So this one should start at 24:17. Okay, good. 24:17. It should be displayed for the remaining of the seconds. So the remaining is that the text is supposed to be displayed for the remaining of the second. Now, what's the last? So the last one is 26:13. So this one should end text duration. The last one is 26:13. So this one should end on now I'm getting mixed up on the time. Yeah, but let me just delete it first and then insert it there so that it fits directly. Otherwise, let's paste, copy this and paste it there. Paste it inside there and set it to 24, rather times New Roman, and set it to 48. Okay. Yeah, so visit this for more information. That should be fine. Yeah, so basically this is done. This is done. So we'll put everything here in pink. Yeah, so that's done. Then add the transition between the clips. So we need to add the transition. So the clips is here. So put on the last clip and then go to animation, and then for the transition, you need to put there. So I'll insert the transition there. And then, so this one is done. I'll highlight it like that. Save the video as frostbite video.mp4 with the same resolution as the original file. So the resolution as the original file. So the resolution for the original file, we can, let's see, go to, yeah, you don't need to change the resolution. Be careful on that one. So if you go to tutorial IT November task 1, let's pick up one of the files, task 5 rather. Let's pick up one of the files and go to property. So this is an MP4. We're not going to change anything about it. So what you need to do, first of all, play it just to see that is fine. Fly up, pop in 2 seconds, flow over. Yeah, between the slide you have the transition. Between the video clip you have a transition, and after you don't have the transition. So let me just verify that we don't have a transition. Okay, so between the clips, I think we would need also, because the first part is a a photo clip, not video, but there's also image clip. So we can put even here even though this one will make it Okay, so some images there. Now this one is better, and then we can put this one at the end. Okay, so run it. Rather go to file and save it with the recommended thing. Then you're going to give it a name. This one. Okay, so it's an MP4. So I don't need to put at the end .mp4, but just in case for the file name. But anyway, it will still be an MP4 because this is shown as MPEG-4, and save it. Okay, so yeah, so that's basically that. Let's play it. Okay, I don't know if that was the black thing I saw at the beginning of the video. No, if I almost said I saw something black at the beginning. Yeah, it's not there. So it starts just like that. Okay. Okay. And so it's as though you're playing a game. Yeah. Okay. So it has played back again. All right. So that is that. So save the video as that and say okay. So that ends the step number 5. So I think we're done with this one now. We're done with this. So just verify that we're done with all the steps actually. We haven't left any step. So there is capture at the start video and capture text at the end. So this is fine. And nothing is remaining. Everything has been done. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you shortly in the next video when we're going to do step number 6.